Gurave Goura Chandraya Radhikaya Iltadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Vaktaye Tadvaktaye Namo Namaha. Where is Krishna? He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinavandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute. Where is Krishna? Tapta Kanchana Gourange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishtavanusuti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Where is Krishna? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Where Krishna is, Radharani is. Where Radharani is, Krishna is. The big question for all the devotees who, after walking for some time or for too long, you stop in the way, you stop the trip and you say, hey, wait, where I am going? Actually, where is Krishna? Have you seen Krishna? Have you seen Krishna? Have you seen Krishna yet? The response to this, the answer to this word, to this question is no. For many, for almost all of the practitioners and sadhakas, no, I haven't seen Krishna. Then many devotees will take the decision, just as I did. Okay, there is no Krishna here in Finland. I haven't seen Krishna. I have been doing Seva, service, meditating, chanting. But I still don't have darshan of Krishna or Radharani. I have no darshan of Mahaprabhu. By darshan is not only to do manasik seva, but to have real darshan, to see. No, this is the reply and the response of almost everyone, anybody in the heart. Then I ask to my very dear Shiksha, Sri Swarup Das Babaji Maharaj, who have been teaching me so much, and I want to share this with you because I think it's of a incredible value what I will share to you right now. I will take a picture of Babaji. If you don't know him, I will show you here. Give me a second. Okay, this is Sri Swarup Das Babaji Maharaj, who truly melted my heart with love, good instructions and care, much care for this fallen soul. He has been teaching me so many things, important things. He is not teaching by quoting the Shastra as a Pandit, as a, I don't know, philosopher. No, he teaches through the example and through the heart. And this is the supreme of all teachings. Because Shastra is there are the books and all the shlokas, open and read. But there is a big difference between repeating like sukha, like a parrot, one shloka. It's a big difference to understand, to realize the truth, and to speak, to explain to somebody else. So this is what my Babaji do. You can see, this is his face, just doing seva in his own temple. And Baba, picture, click, look this picture. Beautiful, yes? Because Well, beauty. Beauty is a divine quality. Krishna and Radha are beautiful. The gopis are beautiful. All the inhabitants of Sri Vrindavan Dham are beautiful. So beauty is natural for the spirituality. And I asked about this topic, Babaji, where is darshan? How to get darshan of Krishna? And he opened a full lotus of knowledge and wisdom. Super interesting. That sounds logic, but many times what is logic is something that we are missing in our philosophy or many times in our point of view, because we are looking for some kind of supernatural response about something like mind-blowing, right? So the mind can kind of believe, so mystical. It's not the same that I tell you that I know what I am speaking about. You will say, yeah, but if I say to you, I know what I am speaking about, and I start levitating 1 meter from the ground in lotus position, I start meditating and I say, I know what I am talking about yoga. I am pretty sure that everyone will be like mind blown, like what? And will believe and follow my words, right? But I cannot levitate. Anyways, so many want to have darshan finally, because this is the goal, to really meet the divine couple. But how we will meet the divine couple? How this will be possible? And absolutely not through only Shastra, only studying and reading. This will not be possible, because the approach to Radha and Krishna is through love, is not through intelligence, jnana. Jnanis cannot get Krishna. Krishna explained this in Bhagavad Gita very clear. No, either karmi yogis, only through bhakti yoga, right? Everybody has been studying and reading Bhagavad Gita, so I don't need to be getting back to that topic. And Krishna explained in so many different ways, not only in Bhagavad Gita, but we can read also through Srimad Bhagavatam, how to achieve Krishna. In one part is Narada Muni, who in his first meditation, he sit in lotus position, put grass in the ground, the tiger skin on top. He sit there as explained by the yoga philosophy, how to meditate and to prepare your asana for meditation. He start repeating the holy name of God, and in that very moment, Narada Muni has darshan, not of Krishna, but he see Narayan, Vishnu, and he is mind blown. All Sadvika Bhavas came, and he see the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? This is the real deal, okay? This is the real deal, and this must to be our lova, our desire. We must to feel hunger to get darshan and to get prem, to get contact with God. So he did his meditation, Narada Muni, and very happy. He go home for sure. I have darshan in my first meditation. Can you imagine what will happen in the second and third? After 10 years of doing sadhana, will be incredible, right? But in the second day, he sits same time, same position, same mantra, same everything, and nothing came out. And after third, fourth, five, so on, he started really feeling miserable and asking, why Bhagavan, why Bhagavan, why Bhagavan? You are not showing your kripa to me. In the first moment you did it, why you now are making me suffering like this? And by mercy, of course, our Bhagavan expressed to Narada Muni by words, no by darshan, no visually, but by words. He say, this was just a taste of the supreme realization. Now you must do effort. And this is also important, and is what we experiment. In the beginning, we see the devotees, we see Gurudev, we see our Sangha, our philosophy, the book Shastra, and we get very impacted, like, wow, shocked by the powerful energy there's. But with the time, this start diluting step by step, and you must start working harder. In the beginning, Krishna gives you a drop of nectar, Amrita, and after that, you must work for that. So it's a little bit like a trick, a hook. He hooked you up in this, and then you must put your part. That is 100%. Finally, Saranagati, but that is another topic. So many devotees who are trying to get to that point, to experiment the nectar, they start looking for Krishna, Radha and Krishna, the divine couple, for the supreme Seva, etc. And they, just like me, move to Radha Kund, to Vrindavan, Darshana. And you have two ways that are very important, and here's when the thing gets a little bit complicated, and half of the viewers will drop here. I don't care. I speak the things from the bottom of my heart and with good intention, and for the truth only. And many get what is really going on behind the full show, the pictures and the full show, and start experimenting what really is going inside. When you are a tourist, 1, 2 weeks, 1 month living in the area of Uttar Pradesh, Mathura, Darshana, this and that, you experiment as a tourist what any tourist experiment when you go to Madrid, Barcelona, Stockholm, Helsinki, when you go to China, Japan, Chile, whatever, and you are not from that place and you don't speak even the language, you in 1, 2 weeks, 1 month, you see everything is very exciting, nice, everything is fun. But when you start living in a place, you start seeing the reality. And when you face reality is when the things break out. It's when you really see what is going on. And then, of course, you can realize many things, like in many cases, spirituality has been turned into a mafia of families or groups, sects, etc. So don't be surprised by my words, but this is reality. Not everything or everyone, of course, they are always very honest and sincere Vaishnava sadhus who really do the things right, and you can put your heart there, but otherwise, no. So in the search of Radha and Krishna, some, for example, Gaudiyas, we go to Radha Kund, the topmost place on earth, on spirituality. But some Vaishnavas doesn't go to Radha Kund, they go to Vrindavan. And some goes to Darshana. Why Radha Kund is the supreme abode, the supreme Dham? Because there is Radha Kund, is the pound of Srimati Radharani, right? That the lila is going on daytime, and he meet Krishna about midday in that place. Yes. There Srimati Radhika met the Manjaris, Sakis, they're playing, they have conversations, joking, is very beautiful. Daytime pastimes, lilas. But I will open a question here, that once I hear and I start meditating on this, and I realize something very important. What is the topmost lila of Radha and Krishna? Is Krishna playing in the water with Radha and playing the playtime in the Kundya, in Radha Kund, on Shamkund. No, the most elevated place is the Rasa dance, that is next to Jamuna River, and that is in Vrindavan area. Yes, the topmost lila is Ras Lila, and that is happening in Jamuna, in the forest of Vrindavan, nighttime. Yes or not? So some Vaishnavas, they move and they go to live to Vrindavan in Mathura, Uttar Pradesh, India. And sometimes they find, or they are facing what is their reality, not as a tourist, but living in that place. And what is the reality is that there are so much politics and problems that it makes bhajan difficult to do and experiment. And here, trust me that what I am saying is true, even if I am not flying with yoga Siddhis. But trust me that this is true, because even Vinod Baba, in his own story, he moved first from Calcutta, if I remember right, first to Vrindavan, and he left Vrindavan. Why? Because he has no Shakti, no power, no spiritual power? No. Because it was not possible to deal with all the misbehave of the so-called spirituality going on. And he left to Varshana. And in Varshana, he started doing bhajan. Because Varshana, back in time, was a very shanti place. Very shanti. Nowadays, possible is quite different story. But Baba has his ashram there. Beautiful, by the way. I have been many times there, have the kripa to be with Baba, sitting with him, speaking with him many times, chanting his whole night kirtan as well, and listening his divine voice, divine kirtan many times. And this is the biggest kripa I had here in Brush. Well, along to meet my Diksha Guru and to get all the blessings that he have been giving me for being what I am and what I am doing. So, yes, so Vinod Baba, Babaji Maharaj, he left. Why? For the same reason that I am explaining here. Because the top most important thing in the way, in the path of getting darshan, divine service, and to finally achieve the supreme truth to our Radhika is to do bhajan. If you do seva, you go painting here, you go do seva here, you go chanting here and doing harinam and this and that, this is part of the process and is correct. But the most important is bhajan smaranam. So if you are not in a shanti place with the sattvic energy, then your bhajan is interrupted. It's not possible to do. And trust me that this is true what I am saying. Ask any devotee how deep is his bhajan or her bhajan in the middle of the noise. You know, it's just simply not possible. Because in my own experience, I'm sharing with you because maybe this will be helpful for many to open the eyes or to realize some things before coming here with some different expectation. With expectation of doing bhajan, but the bhajan is not going on here. So, for example, you want to go to sleep early in order to wake up early and to start your bhajan in the Brahma Muhurta. See? 90 minutes before sunrise. So it's about, in this moment, it's about 4 a.m. So for that, you must wake up around as late as 3:30 a.m. So you wake up, take shower, Diksha mantras, and you start. All bhajan. 4, 5, 6, sunrise. 7, 8, 9, Bhoga, offering, prasad, and then you go to middle day, right? But when you try to go to sleep at 9, 8, 10 as late p.m., the rickshaws, the people, the monkeys, this and that, everything is full of noise. You cannot rest. And this is possible what happened in the story I was telling earlier. Why such a Mahatma must to leave this place. Because it's not possible to progress in a spiritual life like this. You can dress, you can put paint, tilak everywhere, you can drown on Gopi Chandan or in Radha Kund tilak and to go out and to do any show you want. But it doesn't mean that bhajan is growing. So I asked Babaji, my Swarup Baba, his first toys, just that you have some idea about him. So first toys he has as a kid from family was Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. And he was playing the Ratha Yatra and attending his deity, his toys as a deity. Nowadays is the Pujari of Jagannath Mandir in Radha Kund. His whole life has been serving. He knows what he is speaking about because he has seen many things, experimented many things as well. And Babaji say the problem is that people, they go parikram, they go everywhere, every temple, and they do pranams, they give dakshina, money, they put donations, they do puja, everything, and they go Varshana, they go Radha Kund, they go Vrindavan, they go Jagannath Puri, they go Navadvip Dham, etc. Every temple. And do they see Krishna? No. To experiment in the heart, ananda, bliss, this and that is one thing, but really to have darshan of Krishna, as we read in Shastra or read in the Grantha, we hear the story of the Babas when Radharani came directly to Govardhan and give rise to this Babaji who was having so much problems, or restore the eye seeing, the eyes to another Babaji, or when we really hear these kind of stories. And Babaji continued to say, the problem is you don't need to go anywhere. And here we get to the same point, and to the main point, that we all, tell me that this is not true, we all knew this tattva from the very beginning. And then the serpent bite its own tail in some part of the story. It turns a perfect circle. So he says, you need to go nowhere. You have to sit and meditate. Do bhajan. Chant the holy name. Chant and go every single day deeper, 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 and deeper. Get lost in your bhajan. Because you cannot achieve, you cannot catch Krishna like I will run so fast that Krishna cannot run faster and I will catch, because he's God. I am this size and he is eternal. So I cannot make that. I have no power to catch Krishna, to take Krishna like this. What I can do is to turn so sweet my heart and my meditation that Krishna, he will come. He will come to his devotee, because Krishna loves his devotee. Radharani loves her devotee. Therefore, we don't need to go nowhere, really. Just you need to find a place where your life will be sattvic. Sattvic means in the possibility not be in contamination, sound contamination, physical contamination, mental contamination. So to be in a calm and shanti place, that's all what you need. Your asana, place where you will sit and you will be comfy, and then you chant. Then you draw for Krishna. Then you read about him. Everything, every single action is indeed bhajan. When you do in deep meditation, this is bhajan. Bhajan no is only to sit or only to chant, who so many think Bhajananandi is somebody who sit and chant bhajans. No, that's no Bhajananandi. Bhajananandi is who do bhajan. Who Seva is bhajan. So this is the whole trick. This is the final trick on all this. We don't need to go nowhere to spend time, money, mental energy, and so much work to go to see Krishna somewhere, because Krishna is not there. It's not there. And it's not there. And it's not there. And it's not there. Do you know where is Krishna? If it will be somewhere inside this material world, do you know where is Krishna? I will show you. Here. Here. In the heart. In the heart of the devotees, Krishna is. If the heart is pure, then Krishna is. If your environment is pure and sattvic, and you are worshipping Krishna and Radha and Krishna, Krishna is there. One of the most intense spiritual experience I had the last months of this year was when I visited Chile. Far from what we call Braj Vrindavan in India. Beautiful. Peace, love, transparency in the heart, chants, nature, everything turned into the real Vrindavan. Because Vrindavan is not a place. Indeed, in Vrindavan are no forests. Nowadays, I live in Vrindavan. Here is no forest to walk, to do japa as supposed to be Vrindavana. Where is the forest? Where is the vana? The only place I see Brinda, Tulasi Devi, in the malas, in the shops. Where are the forests of Tulasis here? There are not forests of Tulasis. So, Vrindavan really is in the heart of the devotee. It appears, it manifests itself any place, anywhere. Why Gauranga Mahaprabhu didn't came especially, exclusively to live to Vrindavan as Vrindavan here, as a physical thing? Because the Krishna, Radha Krishna Lila, el Prakrit, el expanded, manifested, material Lila disappeared 5,000 years ago. And then start the Aprakrit, the inner Lila. So why we still thinking the Lila is outside? The Lila is everywhere. Where are devotees? Wherever you are, there is Vrindavan. If you make from your environment, your area, you make it a holy place for the divine couple. That is Vrindavan. It's not a place on earth anymore. It's not a place on earth anymore. And honestly, any bona fide guru who doesn't need you to support and to eat, who will speak you truth, will tell you exactly the same, because this not only Svarup Baba told me this, but I have been studying, realizing myself, but after that, to have my conception about this idea, I start asking different gurus and maharaj and different sadhus who I consider real and trustworthy, that they speak truth, and they have been saying the same. Vrindavan is everywhere where the worship of Radha and Krishna is. So I want to encourage you with this to start doing a holy place wherever you are. Wherever you are is a holy place. The difference in Vrindavan, in this area of the material world, people many times chant Hare Krishna or chant Radhe Radhe. That's true. But why in your area people is not chanting Hare Krishna or Radhe Radhe? For what Bhagavan have been putting you there? For what? In my opinion, it's a little bit different, my conception in this way, because wherever I go, I introduce to the chant of the holy names of God to everyone. This is my conception. And then, wherever I go, it must turn. I have to help and to do Seva that everyone will realize the sweetness of Radha and Krishna, the sweetness of Krishna, and what is the benefit of chanting the holy names. That is the supreme of all benefit. It's the supreme of all mantras and meditation is the name of God. So I must to help. Maybe that's why many of you, counting me, we have been born far from that place, or this place where from I am recording right now. Because the heart of the devotee must to be the temple for Radha and Krishna, right? And our home must to be the mandir, the temple, right? Our environment must to be sacred, sattvic and beautiful. Of course, yes. And can we do? Of course we can do it. In the end, holy place, no holy place, is not a big deal because we are not followers, at least I am not a follower of a religion who will tell me 2 + 2 is 4 and that's it, nothing more. No. Of course, there are some religious places, pilgrim places, but in the spirituality, it's different. The spirituality is deep understanding. Religion keeps you walking, but the spirituality will help you to develop yourself, to understand yourself, to go deep in your work, spiritual work, to go deeper and deeper and deeper. And this, in my humble opinion, is the most important thing to think. Wherever I am, it must to be a place of worship for the divine couple. There is no real place. Indeed, by science, many times we can study some of the newest theories of science, quantum physics. And by many mystic writers and philosophers also, we can see. Also we can, somehow I can find the shlokas from Vedas to prove it right. But let's use only logic. Because in the end, this is what will help us. Material world is temporary, right? It has a beginning as the shape, form, time and space that we are living has a beginning and has an end. In the end, the matter will change. It turns to something else. This is based on, not on Vedas. I'm talking from the quantic physics, physica quantica, physics, quantics. Scientifics says this: the matters never is never destroyed, but it changes. It turns in a different form. Right? It's like earth, air. I breathe oxygen and out is gas. It's no oxygen anymore, but now it's something else. And then will be something else. A plant, a tree will take this gas and will turn in oxygen, and so on. Water sometimes is liquid, sometimes is like in the sky, like cloud, then it's rain, then it's ice, whatever. Everything is changing, not destroyed. But as time and space, this time and space is temporary. Therefore, I cannot hold on this reality in terms of what is real and what is not, right? So, who say that only one place it can be a holy place on earth? If earth doesn't exist. In the end, in the very end, this doesn't exist. It will change. The energy who create earth now, all these atoms, electrons, molecules, and everything will change in one moment. This will be destroyed. And where is the holy dam now? Where? We will get in a piece of rock, holding like this. This was the place. No. Because every single place is a sacred place if you make it sacred, if you worship God. It's that simple. You cannot go to find God. God will find you. You can go to every single temple and you will have a memory and register and for sure a full Instagram with nice pictures. But you will not find God there because God is inside. And to see God, you cannot go to see God. God comes to you and you can see. As the story of Shyamananda Das, right? Radharani, Lalita, Vishaka, they came to him. He didn't went 1 centimeter there trying to find, Radharani is here, Radharani is here. I will go to this temple, to the other temple. No. He was sitting only. Sitting and chanting and chanting and chanting and chanting. Until something magical happened. And Radharani gave darshan. Radha and Krishna are not in a place of material world. Radha and Krishna are in the heart of the pure devotees, pure Vaishnavas. If you start worshipping with love, dedication, this is a guarantee that you will have the experience. You don't need to go nowhere. Here, same in Vrindavan, I have seen many tourist people who came. They walk all the temples. Do they see Krishna? No. Why we see something different? Because our heart, because our understanding, because our bhav, let's say it. Maybe small, but there is something. And we can see more Radha and Krishna. People see 2 statues standing there, nice decoration, sometimes a little bit kitschy decoration, but combination of colors, too much. They can think many things, but they don't see God. What is this statue? And these people is worshipping these idols. This is what people think. Idolatry, this word. But why devotees can see that statue, that idol as God? Because it's internal. This is what I'm trying to explain here. You cannot go to find Krishna or Radha nowhere, because they are not in this material world. They are transcendental, and you need the proper eyes to see them. Therefore, you work deeply in your bhajan. Do your bhajan. Do your bhajan. Find a good place for bhajan. This is important. And work on your bhajan. And Radha and Krishna will come. Jai Jai Sri Radhe Shyam. As always, give like to this to keep sharing with love.